I said, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, but I stopped it. I must not restarted it. My bad. Hi, this is Eddie Marcus, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. You know, the subject matter that is being discussed before the public today is the Democrats' President Joe Biden has proposed a $6 trillion budget. $6 trillion budget for 300 million people is nothing but a drop in the bucket. And in spite of that, the Republicans are crying out, that is too much. The budget is too big. You're going to have to cut this or cut that, and everything that you're cutting is something that's benefiting someone. But they're saying this because, and I want to ask you, ladies and gentlemen who are listening to me right now, $6 trillion is too big for 300 plus million people. Is the individuals that have amassed multi-billions of dollars, is that too much for them? What is one man doing with multi-billions of dollars? It doesn't matter. It's none of our business, right? That's what they've done to get it, and we should shut up. Isn't that right? The multi-millionaires, what are they doing with that money? Same thing. We should shut up. And the people that we send to Congress to protect our interests, to make sure that we can have a career, to make sure that we would have that which is essential for our survival, like food, like clothing, like shelter, that we would have access to education to make us as we want to be, that we would have unlimited, unrestricted health care from the womb to the tomb, that we would have access to transportation and the infrastructure and anything that's made by the hands of man. Why? Because the role that we played, that we engaged ourselves in the process, is what made all of the stuff that we might need, want, or desire. And it comes from free stuff given by a power we can't see that we call God. And the purpose that we make it for is to prepare that we might have our needs, our wants, and our desires met. Not for somebody to become a billionaire, multi-billionaire, not for somebody to become a multi-trillionaire. We've lived long enough to know what it takes to do that. To do that, you got to con. That's Madoff. To do that, you got to lie. That's Santos. To do that, you got to be a bully. That's Trump. To be that, you got to be out of your mind. That's the mega group. But beyond all of that, I'm going to ask you, where are you? What are you about? I come here and tell you that you might not know it. I don't care what kind of lie you've been told. There is a God. I don't care what kind of lie they've told you. That God before you were made prepared that you could live here on this earth as though you're in heaven. But you cannot allow people to lie to you, to deceive you. And the evidence that they have done it is in your hatred and your racism and your bigotry and your poverty and your crime and your violence. You can't say it ain't happened. That's the evidence. But where's your love for God? Say one thing. One thing that you can say for your love in God. But you can't even think of it. What about you, the churches? What is one thing you can say about the true love of God? I'm not talking about the con game you plan on people talking about prosperity buying with seeds. I'm not talking about telling you to smile as you go through life like God is blessing you in the middle of the pain and suffering that your brothers and sisters are going through every day. No, I'm talking about the love that gives you the audacity to stand up and say, I see clearly now that you're living and walking in darkness, and I refuse to do it, and let my light so shine that you can see that one that guides me is reaching out to you. And who knows? You might see, but for me, in my doing, I'm already free. And all I'm waiting for you to be free, or for some evil, low-down, dirty devil to try and kill me. Open that door to my freedom, because I can't stand the sickness that I have to witness every day. People who think they're all of this, all of that, and they cause this rot and this filth. Nah, you can have it. No politician is talking to you about fixing the problems of our society. All they're talking about is what they can do for their little particular group and use you to do it and cause the dissension between so they can get away with it. No, my friends, you better wake up. The devil is using you and using you good. Have a good one.